Frakas more fire, fuka, we media, we're right up in here. Yes, today we're going to be talking about our brother, Brain Jotter, and legendary Mike Ejeagha, the legendary singer of the Ejeagha. You understand? That Ejeagha was released in 1983, I believe. And now it's gone viral because of Ejeagha, one night work Brain Jotter, something that he did with it, And it's one of those things. There was a video of him going to visit the legend, and then the legend was sobbing, he was crying. His children were also there. A lot of people have had some inputs on this. Some people are saying, oh, he should have gone to see him before using the music, before using the song, or he could have done that sooner. And he gave him 2 million naira as well. So people are saying, oh, 2 million naira, say they're too small, saying forgive him more, and all that stuff. So I just want to let everybody know we try our best. Make we not try to blame Brain Jotter too much, because a lot of people in Nigeria are guilty of the same thing. But moving forward, hopefully, a lot of our people can learn how to get express permissions before using certain things. But if you look at it a different way, he went on YouTube, on TikTok, picked up a song that everybody was using and used it. You understand? And then that song, his own stuff went viral. And according to him, he's not earning anything right now. So if he's not really earning anything from it, you don't really expect him to be paying anything, from what he's not earning. But what we all know is that his stardom, his brand has improved a lot because of the viral nature of the music, of the video, by extension the song as well. So if he's gaining anything, is brand impressions. His brand impressions has increased. He's a bigger star because of that. He's more popular. So now he can go ahead and sign some endorsement deals here and there. So technically, he's gonna earn a lot from the song because his brand is bigger. Even though right now he's not seeing that translated in the form of royalties from TikTok or other people, as unlike what other people were alleging, right? So that takes us to some areas of music. I see, personally, I've been in the music industry for a very long time. I've been a producer, I've been a songwriter, I've been a performer. I've done a lot of things in the music industry. People should try to join performing rights organizations. I've been a member of ASCAP, which is a performing rights association here in America, organization. They collect royalties from people. They collect royalties on behalf of artists. So you have to join those so that your royalties can be collected. All right? I've been a member of ASCAP for more than 15 years now. So part of the problems that we're having in Nigeria is that we don't have very good platforms and good performing rights organizations that can collect all these royalties for artists. A lot of the times, recording labels that we had back in the day would license those songs to bigger companies like Sony Africa. Back then it used to be Epic Records. They would license them, and most of them were based in Europe. Most of the record companies back then were based in Europe. So a lot of those copyrights are being held by foreign based organizations that kind of mapped up. They bought a whole bunch of catalogs from those our legendary artists back then, and they're not really actually administering them properly. They're not in the day-to-day mode of administering them. I think a lot of these Oyibo people, their reason is that when they buy these royalties or catalogs, they just leave you, so that in the future, whenever you blow up, they'll show you that they own the copyright and all that stuff, and then you will be paying. So if you're not making that much money, they're not looking at you. So, and because of that, a lot of artists are suffering because they're not. If you're not policing or administering effectively, your the copyrights for this artist, that means the artists are not going to be collecting much because people are not going to be paying much. They make the system look like it's a joke. So we need more performing rights organizations in Nigeria that will help artists collect properly and effectively. All right. Now there are different types of royalties. Maybe we can learn one or two from what I'm saying here. We have what we call mechanical royalty, and then we have what we call performance royalties, and then we have sync royalties, and then we have sheet music royalties. These are very important to understand if you're a performer, if you're an artist. All right. So let's go to the first one, the mechanical royalties. So these are royalties paid out for compositions, recordings. For instance, back in the day when we had the CDs and DVDs and all that, the CDs and cassette tapes, whatever you record and that's sold out, the record company usually pays the artist what they call the mechanical royalty from such sales. All right. And then the next one is the performance royalties. That's when people like ASCAP, people like BMI, people like Soca in Canada, and I think in the UK they have one they call PRS or PRC. Yeah. So these are performance rights organizations that collect royalties whenever your stuff is performed publicly, broadcast or other places, TV and all that. So they collect those royalties on behalf of the artists, and over the years they'll just be paying them, depend on the modalities and depends on what's extended. And also they have the sync royalties, people like CD Baby and these other companies, where when your song is used in certain audiovisual situations, like this situation now where we talk about, where our brother Brain Jotter used Ejeagha, that will fall into the sync royalty area, where there's a visual done by the Brain Jotter and then the audios by Ejeagha, and they sync them together. And so when the royalties are paid, it will be split up, where the Ejeagha gets paid for sync royalties. Now the problem, before I talk about the problem, let's talk about the next type of royalties, which is the sheet music royalties. So back in the days, classical composers and other people would do sheet music, write sheet music down, and then when other people are performing those songs or music, they will look at them, and if you're good at reading sheet music, you can read the sheet music and perform it as is. So back then, people used to buy those shit songs like that, and that's the type of royalty. It's not that popular these days, but it's still there. A lot of especially classical music and other Oyibo music genre are still getting royalties based on sheet music royalties. All right, let's talk about the situation with why it might be difficult for Ejeagha to get the royalties, so-called royalties that he deserves.
That's my name.
Bar Media Pinnacle Entertainment. Derema. More fire. Fuka fuka